Hey, good morning, everybody. Papa from Papa's Custom Cars. Today we're going to head back toward the panel. I did a short video on hooking up the oiling system for the turbos. I went to put on my kit, and it is the wrong kit, meaning it's the wrong in and out connectors, so I couldn't do it. So we'll go back to that as soon as I get the right kit. I'm just waiting on them to tell me where to send it. But that just puts us back on this project. So let's get to it. Have any. We aren't going to weld it on, mainly because it doesn't really need to be. It's not a structural item. It's just a more of a cosmetic than anything. We are going to seam seal it and everything. And also, I've got to stamp in the VIN number on it, and I've also got to put the little hole for the fender bolt to go through. And I'll show you a neat trick that I figured out on how to do that. So that'll be what we're working on today. It'll be a short video today. Just got over with that whole bout of COVID. It wasn't as bad to me as it was for the rest of my family, but I will get my booster next time, and that's where I messed up this time, is I didn't get my booster. So it took almost 3 days in bed completely. So anyway, back on the Nova, reading through, and I was watching some of David Freiberger's stuff. I think it was, or it was Finnegan's. I can't remember which one. And they panel bonded a lot of stuff onto the car. Now, the floorboard that I've got on the driver's side, when I would beat the car without the subframe connectors, it was actually stretching and ripping the metal. You can actually see stress cracks in it, not rust at all, just stress cracks. So what I did was replaced it and added a second layer to the floor. So I've got 2 layers down there, panel bonded together and then riveted. And probably later on I'll tack around the edges to clean it up and make it look nice. But with the Firewall panel, the old panel that's in there right now, if you go in there, it's got a few spot welds, but most of it seems to be just... So anyway, because it's not structural, I'm going to go in and panel bond the whole thing together. Once my panel bond stuff gets here, probably be next week's video, and then I'll seam seal the whole thing and then shoot the color on it. I still have to clean the other side, finish cleaning the cross member and all that kind of stuff, so I'll probably do that also. Might throw it on this video and just fast forward through most of it because everybody pretty much knows how to clean parts. But I definitely want to get this Firewall done, ready for paint. The Firewall will be body color. The front one, I haven't really decided yet if it's going to be body color or black. Frame rails will be black. There's no doubt about it, because I've got a blue engine. If I put any more blue in there besides the black of the engine, I think it might be a little bit much. Give me throw your comments in there. What do you think? Should I do the front panel in body color or just in black? Also, I've got my new polyurethane mounts to go on the car. So we'll do those before we even take anything apart. We'll change those one at a time. After we get things painted, we'll do those one at a time, and that way we don't have to worry about messing with the alignment of the body to the car. So it's real important. And then along with that, we'll do our new front end parts that Friday's video was about, and Wednesdays, I think. We'll do all that, and then also we'll have to put on our subframe connectors. Once we get all that done and painted and everything all hunky-dory, we can start putting our motor back in the car. And I'm really looking forward to that. This motor, I've been building on it for 3 years. I think it took about two and a half years to get it done. And the last 6 months, I've been kind of prepping the car for it. So that's really where we're at right now, is just prepping the engine compartment in the front to get it ready for paint and ready to put this motor back in. So with that, let's head over here and start working on the car. So as I was saying, I've got to mark where the bolt hole is for the fender, and I'm sitting there thinking about it, and there has to be a way to get to this place to mark it. And so I stuck my hand down in here, and I can actually feel the bolt hole. So I'm going to try to take my Sharpie, poke it through, and see if I can make a mark on it. And that way I'm where I need to be with this. So let's see how it goes here real quick. There's that. There it is right there. Okay. I can't, it's hard to feel it, so I cannot tell if she's going all the way out. So I'll know in a minute. And then I'm also going to mark inside, because I have to put the unit that has for the air conditioning and the heating. So let me get that done. So I'm going to disappear out of sight for a couple of seconds and mark that so I can see where it's at on the other side and put in the... So that was relatively easy to do. This one's going to be a little bit more difficult, because I don't know if that pen reached all the way through. So let's take a look and see. Okay. And did I get it? Nope, no dot. So we're going to have to come up with a different way to do that. Worth a shot. So let's get that back on. Oh, let's see. I got to have something thin. Maybe a punch would work. Problem is, okay, there's not a lot of room to work here, but we'll try and see if we can fit this punch in there to determine how deep that is. Now if we grab a hammer, body hammer, if I tap it, I bet you I can put a little dink in it with this. So let's go grab a hammer. Matt from Matt's Off-Road Recovery, he'd really appreciate this. Okay, now the hard part is getting your hand down in there. I think all I may have done was just push the punch back in, but we can check it here and see. No, we didn't make much of a mark there, that's for sure. So There it is right there. And we're good here, good there. So that gives us what we need right there. Now the VIN number stamping right there. And over here. Okay, I'm gonna double check it against the VIN. Okay. Doesn't have beginning numbers. That's kind of odd. Nope, it doesn't. 14L. 14L. So it is a 1. And it's stamped in 2 places. One right here, one right here. So we'll panel bond on it. I know where not to put panel bond, but it'll have it everywhere else. Basically, you just cover the corners and then a couple of seams through the middle, and it holds really. Because I guarantee you when they sell it to you, they usually have a coating of some kind on it. That looks good. Garbage over here. Matter of fact, we're going to set it outside because it still has... We'll just give that a few minutes to dry out, and then we can put some self-etching primer on it, and it'll be good to go. Oops, excuse me. Okay. Yeah, we may end up running a few tacks because there are some areas that are definitely not good. Now I've got weld through primer behind it, so if I do have to tack it in any spots, which I probably will just to get it to lay flat better, because there are some little bumpy places here and there that definitely we'll have to fight with a little. But for now, we can go ahead and spray it. Give it a couple minutes to tack up, and then we'll put another coat on it, and that'll be pretty much it. You don't need much. A couple coats of the self-etching is good, because it's just to get some adhesion to the panel itself. We're not going to do anything to the back until afterward, mainly because we'll get to it from behind, where anywhere that there's an area where water or something could possibly get behind it. But we will spray in there, definitely. And that's pretty much it for today. Like I said, I can't really do much until I get the